Hello everyone and welcome to DuckBuddy Tarot. My name is H.E. Coleman. And my cat Puffy's on the table, so he might poke his head in. We don't know, but that would be lucky for us. Okay, today I'm going to switch it up and I'm going to use the friend card deck for my main deck. And today's question is going to be something that we haven't done before. Obviously, we've only done a few videos, but this question is going to be something different. I would like to ask, I think what we need to ask is, what is something from the past that we need to address? Something from the past that we need to either get over, focus on again, or something from the past that might come up again. What is something from the past that we need to address? The Page of Pentacles. We're going to get 3 cards here. Something from the past that we need to address. The Knight of Swords. And, oh my gosh, these are all young people. So this is definitely something from our past. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Swords. And then we have the Fool. So these are our 3 cards. I'm also going to get some crystals in case that helps you to decide, or if you want to decide based on crystals. So we have the Rose Quartz Heart. That is, of course, about love and peace, which I also have on the table right here. And then we have Rhodonite. Rhodonite, I haven't seen this one in a long time. Okay, Rhodonite is about finding your gift. All right. And then we are going to have one last one. We're going to really stir it up so we don't get the same one they've had before. Oh, another star. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Puffy shook the camera. This is the Onyx Agate. You can see it's got little lines in it there. The Onyx Agate. Okay. So these are our crystals and these are our cards. So pick whichever one you feel speaks to you, and I will be back for the shuffle. Okay, my cat is eating the background, so we'll have to deal with that while we're shuffling. Now today, as I said, this is going to be our main deck, and we're going to use this deck, the Starman deck, which I usually use for my main deck. We're going to use this for clarification. All right. Now we're going to get 5 cards for each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. 6. You're helping me out, huh? 7, 8, 9. Let's shuffle a little bit. Oh, I guess that's 3 each. Okay, you're gonna go there this time, and you're gonna go there, and you're gonna go there. That's 4. I like to have them pop out, but then I know that's right. And it's really a big, strong message. There we go. We're going to have it there this time, and there, and there. So now everybody has 5 cards. Now we're going to do our Fate card. Let's do the spiritual card first. These are going to be our spiritual cards. Yes. And yes, and I see you popping out the bottom. There. Now we're going to do our friend card. These ones always have a lot to say. This is the messages from spirit guides or friends, good spirits. These are our advice cards. Okay, this one's going here and this one's going here. All right. And then we're going to have our Fate card. That's for you. it's for you, and I feel like I have to shuffle again. There we go, it's for you. All right, these are going to be our decks. So this is the Page of Pentacles. And this is what we have for the Knight of Swords. And this is what we have for the Fool. Okay, that's what we have for those. Then we have our clarification cards, and I will see you when it's your pile. Hello, pile number 1. This is your pile. We have the rose quartz, which, as I said before, this is about love and peace and calmness and people getting along and caring about each other. And this message, again, is for what is from the past that we need to assess or we need to take a look at. We have the Page of Pentacles, and this is about money coming your way, but this is a young woman, and she doesn't seem to be in the best of straits. So some of you have definitely been born into a situation where you were not wealthy, which a lot of us are not, because this is about money coming, but it's also somebody who's in dire straits that is waiting for money to come. Here's your fate card and your spiritual card and your friend card. We're going to put that over here. Now, these are your cards for this situation of what is it from the past that we need to take a look at. Okay, we have the Sun. So this is a happy time. Then we have the Star. So far, so good. This is like wishes coming true. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Swords. And then we have the Fairy Stallion. Okay. So I can already see that things started out really well. Things started out, there was a time when you were really happy and you thought everything was going to be perfect, everything, all the dreams were going to come true. And then you started working, you started realizing that sometimes things in life don't come so easily. And then you have the Ace of Swords, which is about clarity. You figured out that things are not always going to be as easy as you thought they were when you were a child. But over here we have, of course, we have this time when you didn't have enough money or you didn't have enough of something and you were feeling down and out. Also, I see some people had drug addictions. I can see some people just really not being happy here, depression. And then we have this. And this is showing you overcoming all of that. This is showing you going on your way and going out into the future. So the message I see here is that even if you are feeling depressed or upset that things didn't turn out as well as you thought they were going to, or that things don't turn out perfectly, and that you've had to work harder than you thought was going to happen, even though you have clarity of that and you're starting to realize, oh my gosh, things are really difficult, things are really not as easy as I thought they were going to be, you're going to be okay. I can see you here smiling, happy. You're the Fairy Stallion, so you feel like you are above what you were here, where you were miserable and down and out, whether that's emotional or financial. Here is the opposite of that. This way you're looking towards the past, and here you're looking towards the future, where you are feeling good and you've got fast progress with this horse here. So the message here seems to me that, and especially with these blue, I'm really drawn towards the idea of here you're happy and everything's, happy-go-lucky, and then here you're working hard. And here you are thinking everything's perfect, and here you are saying, oh my gosh, I just woke up and realized that this is a dream, or this is a fantasy. But I'm telling you, even though there are moments where you think, oh, it's just all a dream, that I thought things were going to turn out, there are moments in life that you're headed towards that are going to be so great that you're going to feel like it is not real. It is like a fairy moment, because here you have the dreams, and here you have the inspiration and the childlike innocence of thinking everything's magical. And then you realize some things are not, and sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're not as good as you thought you were going to be. But here we have you as an adult in the same situation. You're a fairy. You're believing in magic. So this message is telling you that even though things are not as ideal as you thought they would be as an adult, you're still going to have moments of magic. You're still going to have moments in the future that are coming your way that are going to make you feel like a fairy. Whether that's male or female or whatever, non-binary, doesn't matter. It's going to make you feel magical. Magic is real if you believe it's real. It's real if you find a magical moment where you just think, everything in the universe has come to an exact moment where everything feels perfect, even if it only lasts 10 seconds. That's magic. When you feel like everything is perfect and everything has come together and the universe really did a backflip to give you a special moment. Because we don't get them all the time. It's a rare thing, but you have one coming your way. So with this, with what you have to look at in the past, it's looking at those magical moments. You need to go back to those magical moments and realize that they can still happen as an adult. It's not just a childhood fantasy. You have a magic moment that's coming your way. And it's going to make you feel like a child again. So that is your message for those cards. Now I'm going to get some clarity. I want to ask, is there anything else we need to know about this magical moment, or in what way it's going to come, or what you need to do to make it happen? 1, 2, and 3. What do we need to know about this magical moment? Oh, Princess of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles, and this is the Princess of Pentacles. So it's telling me you've come a long way. You've come a long way, and whatever this is, whether it's an addiction or depression, or just being down the dumps because you realize things are not as good as you thought they were going to be, or you haven't come as far as you thought you were going to come, that doesn't matter. What matters is how you feel, and you can feel magic just by looking at a sunrise. You can feel that magic, and you have come a long way. All right, now we also have the 8 of Pentacles again. Okay, this is very obvious. Here you are, you're working away and you're thinking, this sucks, I am slaving away and I hate it. And here you are in the exact same position, 8 of Pentacles, but look how magical this is. Look how happy this guy is. He's at one with the universe. So this is telling me, if you have a job that you hate, you can be happy in that job if you find the magic in it, or if you just shift your attitude from looking at, oh, these are the things I hate at work, to looking at, these are the things I like at work. This is the things I get to do at work. And the more happy you are, the more opportunities you will get to get an ideal job, or to get an ideal position, or to have an ideal day at work. This guy's doing the same thing, but it's a different attitude. So that is telling me that the magic has to do with you changing your attitude. I know it's hard. I also suffer from depression. I know it's hard. I know sometimes you can't handle the way you feel, and you have to really work hard at it. And I'm telling you, this is the choice. You can feel like this, or you can feel like this, but you might have to just completely shift your perspective. And also, the more you can find ways to find magic in the world, in your everyday life even, the more you are looking for magic, the more you're going to find it. You can either be looking down and thinking this is terrible, or you can be looking up and thinking, hey, I really am happy that I got this special thing that I wasn't thinking of at work, or I got a new mug at work that makes me laugh every time I see it. Like, just little things. The more you are happy, the more you'll snowball good things into your life, because this person has the same position, the same type of job, but it's a totally different perspective. Now over here we have the Princess of Cups. Okay, so we've got a lot of great cards here. The Sun, the Star, the Princess, and we've got you working hard. So and we also have this card over here with you with the Fairy Stallion. So you're going to completely change your perspective on this, and it's going to bring you a lot more power than you have here, where you're the Page. Your new perspective, or your new trying to find magic in every day. Try to look for the positive things instead of focusing on the bad things you don't like. Focus on what you do like, and you are going to have a lot more power, and you're going to feel a lot better about yourself, and you also are going to find that magic, because this is the future you. You're looking good and you're feeling good. All right, over here we have your friendship card. This is your friendship advice. The Ten of Spears. Okay, obviously you have been overloaded, you've been overworked, and this is the opposite future that you could have. This is the happy future where you're finding magic, and this is the opposite future where you're just things are even piling on you more than you have over here, because this is the Eight of Pentacles, and this is the Ten of Spears. So your attitude is vitally important, because if you don't shift your perspective, it's going to get worse. Things are going to get worse, and you're going to have more burden. So you need to start focusing on the good things so you can have this future instead of this one. All right? So every day when you're at work, try to find 10 things that you're happy about. Or if you're working from home, or if you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, try to find 10 things that are good about your situation. Even if it's terrible, try to find 10 good things, or even 3 good things that'll make you smile. All right, we have rejuvenation and fulfillment. Okay, so this is you filling up your cup. I don't think anyone else can do it for you. I think you need to do it for yourself. You need to find positive things to put in that cup, and then you need to drink that cup, and then you'll be this guy who looks pretty darn happy making all these amazing things. And he's making the same things that this guy is, but this guy's miserable and this guy's happy making the same things. Victory and success. Excellent. So you definitely do take this advice. You definitely do start looking for positive things, and it makes you feel victorious, and it makes you feel childlike, and it makes you feel happy. So that is your message. What you need to look for, what you need to look at, and of course we have the love. And this is also telling me if there's anybody at work or at home who is taking you off and bugging you, try to find the good in them too. Try to find a couple of things about that person that you like, because that way you can feel happy for that person, or happy for yourself, that you are find the good in them and find the good in your situation. Okay, so that is your message. Your message is, what do you need to look from your past? Look at times when you had a negative attitude, or you had, and I know that's very easy to do if you're having things shoved at you. It's very easy to say, you know, this is terrible, but also try to find the magic. Try to find the good things that are will make you happy. And then you can shift all of this and find this. Okay, that is your message. Have a great day. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is your stone. It is the rhodonite. And this stone is about finding your gift or your passion and sharing it with others. All right? Your card is the Knight of Swords. And this card is about being a hero, being young, going out and conquering the world with no fear. You just jump out and you say, I'm going to save everyone. I'm going to save myself. I'm going to have adventure. And then you have the crow up here giving you little warnings and saying, you know, just be careful. Be careful, because the world is not as, it's not as easy as you think it's going to be. Now, this message is about what from your past do you need to revisit? What do you need to revisit or take a look at from your past? Now, here we have Justice. All right. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Then we have the Three of Wands. And then we have the Magician. And lastly, we have the Two of Pentacles. All right. Now I can already see a lot of emotion here. I can already see, of course, you're running out trying to rescue people. And then you have the Queen of Cups, which is about being brave enough to show how you feel. And then you have the passion over here with the family. And it's also the Three of Wands, which is about initial success. So you went out into the world and you said, I'm going to take the world by the horns. I'm going to run out there, and even if it's just one simple situation, you ran out in there and you tried to deal with it, and you thought it was going to be easy, and then you ran into some roadblocks over here because somebody else said, I also would like to handle the situation from the opposite side, or I also am the long arm of the law, or I am the somebody on authority telling you, hey, you got to wait. It's not that easy. You can't just run out into battle. I have to stop you and train you or tell you no. And then you have, of course, the emotion. And then over here you have the Magician. This is about you doing really well in the beginning, and you had special powers, and you said to yourself, I can do this. You want this, I can do it. You want this, I can do it. You want this, I can do it. I can do whatever you need me to do. because I'm really confident in myself and I feel like I can take on the world. And then you have over here the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is about balance, and you can see here she's pausing. And again here with this, to me, I'm reading intuitively as well. This is a pause. Someone's stopping you and saying, you need to be careful because I care about you. And it's probably somebody in your family. Even if it's a partner, that's still someone in your inner circle that cares about you. So you want to go out and just take on the world, as I said. But somebody else is trying to stop you. It could be your mother. It could be a partner. Someone's trying to stop you, and someone's saying you need to have balance in your life. Yes, you want to do all these crazy things. You want to run out and save the world, but you also need to realize that people care about you and we don't want you to get hurt. All right, now usually I always say, I don't need any clarification on this, but this time I definitely do, because I want to know. I understand this is a situation. I understand that you ran out into something headfirst, not knowing what was going to come of it. Maybe you ran into trouble with the law. Maybe you ran into trouble with your parents stopping you. Somebody obviously cares about you and they want you to find some balance. But what I want to know is, how is this affecting your future? Okay. Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Again, with the authority figure. And again, I feel it's a feminine figure, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, this could be, I don't read gender really, but I just feel like with all the women on the table, I feel like it's an authority figure, was a female, tried to stop you. Now, here's what I see. This is why it's coming back to you. This is why you need to take a look at this again. It's funny, the police are out there. I was just thinking about the police. This is the problem. I'm going to wait for them to pass. So this is what I see as the problem. You ran into something head first, and somebody tried to stop you, even if it's the law in some cases. Some people, it is the law. Try to stop you, or an authority figure, somebody at your university, or somebody in your family. They tried to stop you. And they do care about you. Even if it's the law, they cared. Someone tried to stop you. And this is why. Because they don't want you to end up poor or into criminal activity or into a bad situation. They don't want you to be lacking, whether it's lacking in love, lacking in money, lacking in happiness. They wanted to stop you because they were afraid that with you running out and trying to save the world, or running out and trying to create a business, or running out and trying to just jump into something, they were worried that something bad was going to happen to you, or that you might make some mistakes, which everyone makes mistakes. So that's just totally normal. But they were worried about you to the point that they were afraid that you were going to end up hurt or something worse. And here's the thing. You had a great idea and you had a lot of passion. It was something new and something exciting, and you just had to follow your gut. They had concerns for you, but it's not their life, it's your life, and you had to follow your gut, and that is fine. But somebody's coming down heavy, and this is about the future. What they're telling you is, in this thing that's coming up from your past, is that someone is again trying to shut you down. Even if they're not doing it now, they're going to do it in the future. Someone again, something in authority, some kind of female figure, is going to be trying to shut you down in the situation because they care about you, because they want to protect you. And it doesn't mean that you have to take their advice. It just means that someone is in authority is going to try to shut you down or block you from achieving what you're trying to achieve because they care. And they're going to have, with the Queen of Swords, it's about sharp tongue, sharp, just coming at you and saying, this is how I honestly feel, and it might hurt your feelings. And this is what I see. It's someone from your past, some kind of thing that happened to you before, whether it was the law or university or somebody in authority or your boss, whatever. Someone, you had this situation before where someone tried to stop you for your own good, and now it's happening again. Someone's trying to stop you for your own good, but that doesn't mean you have to give in to that. You can still go and do it. You don't have to let this person control your life, but I'm just letting you know it's something that happened in your past. It's going to happen again. Now, your friendship card is warning you. The King of Swords. So you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So someone's definitely trying to stop you from doing something. And then you have your Fate card is let your intentions be known. So this is saying if someone's trying to stop you from doing this thing that you care about, think about what their advice is. Think about if it could possibly hurt you. And then tell them, I'm going to take your advice or I'm not. I feel like you're not going to take your advice. I feel like you're just going to say, hey, with this card here, I feel like you're the kind of person that would just say, I'm going to try it anyway. I know you're worried. You were worried in the past and you stopped me because maybe you don't have as much confidence in me as I have in myself. But you tried to stop me, and now you're going to try to stop me again, or someone over here is going to try to stop you in the same type of situation. And you're saying, I really want this thing, though. I really have a good feeling about it. It looks pretty good to me. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I think it might be a good idea. But also, if these people care about you and they're saying it twice, think about how you can protect yourself. You can still do it, but try to protect yourself so that you don't get hurt, because these people really, even if these are your spirit guides, two of these people really want to protect you. Maybe they just want to stop you from making mistakes that you need to make. I don't know. But here we do. We have the Foundation and Achievements. This is your spiritual card. Foundation and Achievements. So I feel like this is someone in the family. I feel like it's someone in authority, and I feel like it's someone that cares about you. It doesn't have to be in the family, but I'm just getting that feeling for some of you. Everyone's not the same. For some of you, this is parents. For some of you, this is relatives. For some of you, this is just boss figures or someone. I know someone's going to be having a university thing. Someone's having a college or university thing where someone's trying to stop them for their own good. But it's up to you. You're the adult now. This is you when you were a teenager, or you were, regardless of gender, this is you growing up, and you're saying, hey, I really feel like nothing can go wrong. And things do go wrong, and these people are trying to warn you because they're older than you. They're saying, things do go wrong, just be careful. As long as you're careful, I would say go for it, because this looks like a pretty good idea. But also just be careful, because these people seem very concerned about it. And this is your final card, the Foundation and Achievements. So I do see things working out. I do think that you should just be careful with whatever you're doing. And if these people are trying to control your life and you don't want that, tell them, let your intentions be known, and just say, this is how I feel. I'm going to go for it. All right? It's up to you. It's your life. I can't tell you to not do this idea, or to do this idea, or to listen to them, or to not. I'm just letting you know what's out there, and you make your own decisions, because you're not a child anymore. They can't decide for you, and neither can I. Only you can do that. So these are your cards. The thing from your past is something that was blocked before that you really wanted to do. People blocked you. Now you're going to have a chance to do it again. And it's up to you to do it in a safe way that's not going to freak out these people. But if you decide to do something, you do it. And if you decide to listen to them and you think that's for the best, then that's fine too. Either way, you're going to turn out happy here. This is a foundation, a strong foundation, strong family foundation. So this is what I see for you. The thing from your past is something you really wanted that got blocked. You're going to want to do it again. They're going to try to block you again. And that is your reading. Have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. This is your reading. We have the Ankh's Agate, and this is about harmony and also focusing really hard on something. And it's also a stone of protection. So this is letting you know that something or someone is out there to protect you. And this is why you need protection. You're the Fool. I'm not saying you are a fool. I'm saying this is you beginning a journey, and this is you in the past. You've grown up since then. This is your card. The reading that we're doing today is, what is it from your past that you need to take a second look at? And it's something that you did when you were just starting out and you didn't really know what you were doing. And you probably had fun with it. And maybe made some mistakes, but that's totally fine. That's what the Fool is supposed to do. All right, this is going to be the set of cards for you. First, we have the Six of Wands. Okay. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Three of Cups. And then we have the Five of Cups. Okay. Then we have the Nine of Wands. Okay. I can see that you have gone through a transformation, and I can see that it was a difficult one. This is what I see. And you can tell me in the comments if I'm right about this or wrong. But for your reading, for you, what I see is you started out a certain way. And you thought, okay, this is going to be great. And everything was good in the beginning for, not your whole life, I'm just saying of this journey. Six of Wands is an initial success. You're looking good, you're feeling good, you're saying, hey, I'm out here, I'm having a great time. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. This is, I see this as a time when suddenly things stopped going so great, and you might not have gotten along as well with your family. There might have been some lack of love here or a lack of money. Things have gone downhill a little bit, and then we have partying, having a great time over here, and then we have the sadness, the Five of Cups, receding into yourself, feeling depressed or feeling a little bit down and feeling like you're just swept up in these emotions. So what I see is this. You're starting out in this situation. It doesn't have to be your whole life. It's just this situation from the past that is going to come back into your future. So you're starting out here and you're thinking, I don't really know where I'm going, but I'm just going to have fun with it. And this is you having fun. Everything's going great. Then you're feeling a lack of love, or you're feeling a lack of support. So I can automatically see that some of this has to do with people coming out of the closet, whether that is your gender, whether that is your sexuality, whether that is just coming out and being different than your family thought you were. Even if it's just that your family told you to always listen to them and always, do what they say, and then you say, no, I kind of feel a little like wild here. I feel like I want to express myself, and then they say, this is not what we signed up for. And then you have this partying where you're finding your tribe, you're finding your people, you're finding your friends. And then we have this kind of sadness here where you're going through a transformation. And then we also have the Nine of Wands. And if you'll see, this is a transformation from this to this. You're finding your way. And it doesn't have to be coming out of the closet either for some of you. It's just you're finding your way, and your family doesn't really understand why you're different from your siblings and why you're acting differently. They don't really get it because they're not you. And a lot of people, when they're parents, they expect their kids to be mini them, or they expect their kids to act how they think they're going to act, and they don't, because they're people. Everyone's different. It's never going to be the fantasy of what you have when you imagine your children. They're always going to be their own people. So that's what you're doing here. You're breaking out of the mold, and you're saying, we're all the same here. We're all the same, and we look like you, and we act like you. But no, that's an illusion. I'm actually, I like different things than you. And these are my friends, and they like the same things as me. You think I'm one of these, but I'm actually one of these. So that is why you have the sadness here. Not because, growing is painful. However you grow, however anyone grows, growing up is painful. And it was painful for you to be disconnected from your family in that way. It was painful for you to grow. But this is the future you, okay? Look how fabulous you look. Look how amazing you look. Look how happy you look. You're dancing, and you're not afraid of fire. You're just really going for it. So I see in this situation, what's from the past that's coming up again is that people are going to be judging you again, just like how the family did. And this is telling you to be confident and to say, hey, I'm not going to go back to being a badger. I'm not going to go back to the cave. I'm going to be me, and I hope you like that. Because if you don't, you're going to miss out on this fabulous person That is what I see in this situation right here. You grew up different than your parents thought you were going to be, and you and your family and people around you, you transformed, you grew. Everyone does. But in this case, you were, you had friction there with your family, and you don't want to change. You don't want to change back. So for clarification, I'm going to get some of these cards. Sorry if I'm coughing. I'm finally over COVID, but I am not well enough to stop coughing yet. All right, let's get some. Okay, there we go. These are the cards that are going to tell us about the situation. See, it's the same story. Look at this. It's the same story. Six of Wands again. Same story. Queen of Wands. This is the person who doesn't appreciate the fact that you're not conforming. That's the word I'm looking for. This is about someone's expecting you to conform to a certain thing, and you're saying, that is not me. This is me. And she says, well, I want you to like flowers, and you're just sitting here saying, I don't want that. I like fire. So this is the situation, and you're saying, take it or leave it. And this is you in the future again. Six of Wands. You have the Six of Wands here. This is how you started. You started by being yourself. You realized who you were and what you liked. And this is you again in the future. Totally not what she's expecting. Totally not a badger. Okay? But look how happy you are. You're just throwing paint everywhere. Look at the Wands. Six of Wands is victory. This is victory. And the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is usually working hard. But in this case, it isn't. In this case, it is being a phoenix, rising from the ashes. In both of these cases, it's a person who really catches the eye, who really is unique and amazing. Totally amazing. Do not get back into the badger hole. That's what I'm telling you. Don't go back into the badger hole, because I think that your family, whoever this is that wants you to conform, and I hope it's not a boss, because maybe when you were young, it was your family that wants you to conform, and now it's a boss. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just get a different job, because that's not who you are. You're not a conformist in this situation. You're not going to be. You're going to say, I need to be me. Okay, your friendship card here is the King of Spears. Now, the King of Spears is about someone who takes their passion and really goes all out with it. They just stand by that, and that is their passion. That's what you're going to do. You're going to say, I can't be you. I'm going to do what I love. Over here we have the forces of nature favor you. Excellent. So if you're going to be, I don't know if you're dancing outside or what, but you've got the paint here, and you've got the somebody dancing in fire. So the forces of nature favor you. This is telling you, do what you have to do. You are in the correct. You're in the right. Wisdom. Again, look at this. Okay, here's your little hovel. That's your little hovel, and this is the little hovel of the family. Hovel of the family. Hovel of the family. And this is you. You're different. All right, you've grown. You might have been a little badger once, but now you're this guy. So the reading is telling me that from the past, you started out a certain way, you grew, you transformed, and this is you now. You're amazing. Do not conform to what other people want you to be. Be yourself. All right? That's your message. And something's going to come up from the past that's going to ask you to conform in the same way that your family expected you to, or people around you expected you to, or your kindergarten teacher, or whoever it was. Somebody in this family safe setting wanted you to conform, and you couldn't. And you were sad because maybe you had to try to conform and you just didn't. It wasn't you. It didn't feel right. And so now you're like, I can't do that again. I couldn't do it then. I can't do it now. And you shouldn't have to, because you're amazing. All right? That is your reading. Have a great day.